Hey there, class. It's Mr. Tsang. As you can see, I'm here in my virtual classroom. Gonna try something a little bit different and pretend like I'm actually teaching so that you can, see the classroom as I go over today's school loop instructions slash announcements. What I've been able to do, just kind of like in real life, I put the agenda up on the board using screenshots of the actual school loop post. So this is Thursday, the whatever, 26th. Um, you'll notice that new things are posted in red. Actually, can you, if you can't see this, let me move closer because it's a little blurry in my headset. It might be fine if you're watching this on a laptop, but if you're trying to watch this on your phone, um, I don't know, it might be hard to see. So I'm just going to kind of move myself over to where I actually stand in real life, kind of over here, so that hopefully you can kind of see what I'm talking about as I do it. So anyway, as you can see, new things will be posted in red. I'll try to talk about Wednesday's post since I didn't make one of these videos yesterday. Um, but anyway, for the agenda, the thing that I've added since yesterday is that there's going to be an energy flow live stream lab made by um, Flynn Scientific, which is one of the companies that supplies us with all of our lab supplies. So they should have some fun, stuff to deal with. I think they're doing something with fire and burning things. So check that out. It's going to be at 9 a.m. today. But if you read this before then, they said they're not going to be posting the link until around like 11:50 or 11:55. So, I'll have to update this post once they post it. Had a couple people asking about moon journals. Yes, I'd still like you to do it. It's intentional that you couldn't see the moon for a little bit. I have some extra details in the rest of the post over there, which you can check out if you need more details. But you'll have to do it on binder paper because I don't have your science notebooks to give to you, or I have them, but you can't come and get them because school's locked down. So just do without it for right now. Just I'll figure out a way for us to turn it in somehow later. I don't know yet. But anyway, lastly on the announcements list, I'm going to be hosting an open kind of office hours or like, big hangouts or FaceTime or Skype conference call. You don't have to make an appointment. It's just going to be from 2 to 3 p.m. on Friday. And you can access it with this link that I have down here. Just make sure you're signed into your Google account from school. And, if you want to drop by, you can ask questions about any of the assignments that we have, or even just, I don't know. I'm curious to see what you've all been up to, and if you just want to kind of hang out and, catch up with some of your friends. I'm kind of like turning back because I'm expecting like people to be here. But anyway, if you just want to see what everyone's up to, feel free to drop in. You don't have to stay the whole time. Yeah. Okay, so moving on. Here's the assignments list, which is the next section down if you were to scroll down on your list here. Um, anyway, by the way, if you didn't know, the homework that I'm assigning is not mandatory. I'm not assigning points for it, but it is suggested that you do it just so that you stay, well, not stay, but keep your brains from, I don't know, losing out on information from the year. But I do understand, if things are rough with the quarantine or, shutdown or whatever, you can take your time. These are suggested due dates that I have up here, but if you, submit something late, I'm not going to penalize you because, there's no points. Anyway, so for this live stream lab, like I said, I'll post the link once it's live. But in addition, there's a worksheet or a lab sheet that goes along with it. You'll basically follow along with the scientist who does the lab and then collect some data as he lights things on fire. So it should be pretty cool. So that's today. I guess, yeah, if you are watching this after 11 a.m., that link, you should still be able to rewind the live stream if you don't manage to watch it live. Okay, second on this list is the assignment that I introduced yesterday, which is for us to review Newton's three laws. I know it's like something we learned first semester, but district wants us to, review things as our first week or first 2 weeks doing remote learning, so that we don't overwhelm you with the format change with new material. So it'll be old material as you kind of adapt. So anyway, yesterday's assignment was to watch one of the videos here. I have 3 different sets from 3 different YouTube channels. You don't have to watch the sets, like all of the videos from the same set. If you want to watch first law in set 1, second law in set 2, mix and match, that's fine. The purpose of just having different sets was to give you a choice if you wanted to, or if you didn't like the one that I gave you. Anyway, so after you watch those videos, next week, so not yet, but you will be making a Flipgrid video, and what I'd like you to work on is to create a Flipgrid script, just to kind of summarize, one of those 3 laws in some, 1 to 2 minutes of time. One thing I forgot to put on the School Loop post yesterday, which is why it's in red, is that I have a template on Google Classroom for you to fill out. People were emailing me wondering, do we have to type it? So the answer is yes. I'd like you to put it in this template so that you can submit it into Google Classroom so that I can see it and give you feedback. So both of those things, Google Classroom things, I'll show you. Ooh, cool, I can make a thumb over here. And why don't we walk this way? I'll pretend like we're distributing Chromebooks in class, and I know it's really big. I thought it might be easier to read, but it's actually harder to read. Maybe next time I'll make this smaller so I can get close to it. Because I made this virtual reality app, and I made it super basic. I don't have a way of floating or getting up, so I'm literally, the same height as I am in real life here. So you'll just have to whatever, just find the title. You can figure this out. It's Google Classroom. I'm pretty sure you've used this. Anyway, the 2 assignments are labeled Livestream Lab Energy and Flipgrid Script for Newton's Laws Review. There's the attachments there. It looks a little bit different because this is my teacher page, but you've done this before. Hopefully you can figure that out. But if you do have any questions, send me an email, or you could, join me in the meetup on Friday. I'll probably have a more set schedule for these kind of meetups once the school decides, what subjects get their hours prioritized. But for Friday anyway, just if you can, or if you'd like, come to this. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and stay healthy.